Today on WAtv News, we look ahead to Project Lead events during Homecoming Week. We get a preview of Homecoming Week sports. This is WAtv News. Good morning, Wheaton Academy. I'm Caleb Diego. It's Friday, September 29th. This is our 5th episode of the school year. Homecoming is next week, and Haley, Nicholas, and Caleb Grohl give us some information about what happens at Sunny Acres on Wednesday night.
Today, we look into an annual homecoming event put on by Project Lead Local to get some more information as we head into homecoming week.
Sunny Acres, it's a service project for homecoming. So we are raising pajamas and socks, and diapers, and wipes for the Youth Service Bureau, which is an organization. It serves like basically all of the counties that surround us for kids who are taken out of their homes and they're put into foster care. And because of the situation of foster care, these kids are generally, always taken out for like emergency situations, and they're generally taken out like whether it's like in the middle of the night or just like in a really quick manner. And so what we have decided to do for the past 3 years is to partner with the Youth Service Bureau and provide these kids with some sort of something that they can actually have when they're taken out of their homes, because that's alone traumatic. We just purchased like 1,200 drawstring bags that we were gonna pack with PJs and socks for some of these kids for the past year. Every single kid has gotten our items for the past 3 years, which is like pretty amazing to think about, that all of them are given a little piece of like normalcy. And that's what why we really care about this a lot. It's just like the loss of dignity when, you are taken from your house, you are given a trash bag, and you're sent into this house you don't know. And so we're hoping that like through our donations that we're able to help a lot of these kids, but just to give them a little piece of home and to give them a piece of happiness. So if you are a junior, a sophomore, or a freshman, starting next week during Spiritual Life Week, we are going to have kiddie pools in the atrium. And there'll be a sign that says, the grade. And then in the senior lounge, we're going to be starting to collect early for seniors as well. That's the first time we've ever done this, is to start to collect this early, because we're trying to raise 4,000 items. So it's October 4 is the actual day of the event. It is at Sunny Acres. People generally, we say like 7 o'clock is when I believe it is that students are asked to arrive. It lasts until about 8:30 or 8:45. It's a really fun night. The freshmen and the seniors are going to be teamed together for attendance points. So like we'll count up how many sophomores and juniors are here. We'll count up how many freshmen and seniors. And then whoever wins out of those two teams will get an extra 100 points. And then individual classes will get points based on how many items they actually bring.
Thanks, Haley, Nicholas, and Caleb. Make sure you're there to represent your class and support the Youth Service Bureau. Next, we have another edition of Ready, Set, Talk to look at Warrior sports and look ahead to next week's homecoming matchups.
On Wheaton Academy, welcome to Ready, Set, Talk, where we take a minute to walk around the Warriors athletics sports news. Let's get started. To start off, the Warriors girls tennis team competed in Glenbar North's quad this past Saturday, where the team placed 3rd place overall. Annalie Hoogerheide, Sophie Shelton, Mia Angel, Sam DeCastro, Millie Reno, and Brielle Zyman all placed 1st in their own categories. Nicely done. Next up is Warrior football. Last week, in the words of Mr. Thornton, they absolutely demolished St. Ed's 55-0. Tonight, they host Bishop Mack at home at 7 p.m. You guys don't want to miss it. And next week, they host Christ the King on Thursday night for the homecoming football game. That will be a great game as well, so make sure you pop out to Performance Trust Field for both of those games. The girls volleyball team has been absolutely crushing it this year, as they are 20-2 overall in the season and 5-0 in conference. This team has been led by Kira Morrison and Kiki Shields, who have 188 combined kills on the season. That is a crazy number. This week, the Warriors will be hosting Timothy Christian on Tuesday during homecoming week. That will be a huge game. You guys don't want to miss that, so pop out to the Warrior Dome on Tuesday. And lastly, we have to talk about the Warriors soccer team. The Warriors soccer team hosted the Chicago Hope Eagles for senior night this past Tuesday, and it was a great game overall. The Warriors just fell short 4-3 in overtime. There was multiple bright spots though, as Max Fitzgam buried 2 goals and Sam Brown buried a goal of his own as well. The Warriors head to Iowa this weekend for an out-of-state tournament that'll be very competitive, and make sure you guys stay tuned for updates about that. The boys will be hosting Riverside Brookfield this coming Friday for homecoming week, the tradition homecoming soccer game. It'll be a great one. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That'll wrap up our 1 minute in sports. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Ready, Set, Talk. We'll see you guys next time.
Now let's take a look at Project Lead's Global Homecoming Tailgate event with Olivia, Eva, and Alita.
Hi guys, I'm Olivia Van Aker, and with homecoming season approaching, I decided to interview Miss Setchern and Mr. Kelly getting more details on the homecoming tailgate. So Miss Setchern, when's the tailgate?
It is Thursday, October 5th, so that's the Thursday of homecoming week, right before the football game. So 5 to 7, young siblings, if your parents want to come, if you have friends that want to come, everyone is welcome. We'll have face painting, games, so it really is a family-friendly event in addition to all of you guys being invited as well.
We're doing the tailgate so that Project Lead Global can raise funds for Kids Alive down in the Dominican Republic. All the proceeds from admissions to the tailgate party, to donations, to concessions, to the long drive contest, all of that money will go to helping kids down in the Dominican Republic with Kids Alive.
That will do it for today. Thanks for joining us. Connect with us on Instagram at WAtv for all the latest Wheaton Academy information and news. From all of us at Studio 22, stay classy, Wheaton Academy.